Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Lucas Oil Studios and riding on a dope set of General Tires, SpeedFreaks, Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richie, Cole, and Cody, Big Johnson. This isn't a show, it's a takeover, no rules, no limits, just speed, smoke, and straight talk. Strap in, Freak Nation! This is Speed Freaks!
We already won. Put on that black rock.
Freak Nation, another couple hours of Speed Freaks, and you're going to be better for it. I promise you, Freak Nation. Of course, all of this on FS2, Fox Sports FS2. Crash Gladys, Richard C. Suave, Cole Cusimano, Cody Big Ass Johnson back there with a new album behind his head that we'll share with you momentarily, Freak Nation. Richard C. Suave, you're going to see him come in and out of the show. He just tends to get frozen every now and then. He's in a part of the country that I believe they just found Wi-Fi.
Oh.
He did.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Really?
Yeah. So, again, Richard C. Suave checking in from, actually, Bloomington.
Yes. Bloomington,
Almost
Indiana.
said Bloomingville.
Hi. Bloomington. Home of your 2025-26 NCAA football champions.
Richie, why in the hell are you in Bloomington? Do you fly into Indy to go down to Bloomington just to drop to Chicago to see Lollapalooza?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. I'm hanging out with my friend's abode here at the undisclosed location in Bloomington, and then we're going to leave for Chicago on Friday and pray to the Lollapalooza gods that it's not going to rain this weekend that much so we don't get muddied up on Sunday. But, yeah, so I'm excited for this weekend. No NASCAR, no IndyCar, and I get a vacation in Chicago to avoid the rain, hopefully.
So, Freak Nation,
yes.
Which allows us, playing off what Richie's saying here, allows us to go in all kinds of directions here for the next couple of hours, specifically this hour on Fox Sports FS2, where word came out, and as we record this, that, of course, the new chassis for the IndyCar series, it's out there, okay? It is out there. We're going to hit that pretty hard. But it's also going to fall into something that Carson Hocevar is throwing out there to the Freak Nation. Does even a new car matter when it comes to racing? We're gonna tie those two in, Freak Nation.
Oh, also, you just upset so many people with that. Or did you?
We'll find out.
Question.
And then the length of the NASCAR races, something we've been bitching about for, again, 20 years. It's like everybody's now on the bandwagon. Kyle Larson opens up the door, and now everybody jumps on. Yeah, let's shorten the races. And they've got all these ideas about shortening the races, including Kevin Harvick on the latest Speed edition on Fox, where he talks about his ideas on shortening these NASCAR races, 30 to 45 minutes, Freak Nation. And Cole Cusimano did his due diligence, where we actually have a graphic that we're going to show you. The amount of time that's spent under yellow, Cole Cusimano, is bananas compared to what we actually see on the racetrack. You don't need to give away the specifics, but just kind of give us a little overview.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are pretty surprising. It's something that I'm not really that taken back by, only because the fact of the stage cautions that we see every single race, and just the length it takes to clean up, silly debris cautions or single car spins. So the numbers might surprise you in a way, but at the same time, it's something that fans have been complaining about for a very long time in NASCAR, revolving around race lengths.
One of the things I was thinking about, Crasher, the fact that it's good to see that you've got no shoes on for this show. That's
right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
It's it's okay. It's how we fly in here in the Freak Nation.
I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
You could charge money for that, actually.
We need a shoe sponsor.
Right?
Clearly.
Yeah. But one of the things that I found interesting about this whole conversation that we're having about, hold on a second. It's the IR 28, the IR, the model number for the
Indy Racing 28.
Yeah, IR 28. The development of this car and how we've tied Carson Hocevar into this. I thought about this.
Oh, we can just might as well say, before you think about this,
Right.
that yes, he's running the Indy 500 in 2027. Just go ahead and just say it. That's the sole reason why we're tying all this together. We are breaking that news.
Yes.
No, I'm tying this into something. There is not a driver outside of Dale Jr. that is more important to this series than Carson Hocevar. And I would argue, to a degree, to the younger generation, Carson Hocevar is more important to NASCAR than Dale Jr.
Oh, whoa.
Think about this. We have spent so much time talking about Carson Hocevar, from the Met Gala to watching the 2000 Talladega race on YouTube and comparing that to today's races and the production, and to him hanging out with, who's the influencer, Cole Kusamat?
Tabitha Swatosh.
Who we had no idea who this broad was, but she's got 10, 15 million followers on TikTok. That Dale Jr. can't even do that. And we're big proponents of Dale Jr. saying that Dale Jr.'s done more for NASCAR outside of the race car than he ever did inside the race car. But what Carson Hocevar is doing, he is as important as Dale Jr. as anybody in this series. That's not how I want to phrase it. He's just as important as Dale Jr., even more so to the younger generation. Do I need to really explain myself on that, Cole, or can you grasp what I'm putting down?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I think, and they all have their own pros and cons, obviously. But I think Dale Jr., he's sort of this pioneer in keeping the tradition alive in NASCAR. And when he was racing at the time, he was like the Carson Hocevar, a guy that fans looked at and wanted to root for every single weekend. Right. Carson Hocevar is the driver of right now and the future, this young, energetic talent, this personality that's essential for the sport. But also, one more driver I want to mention was Denny Hamlin, actually. Denny Hamlin is the other driver that's been very crucial in pioneering change, whether it be in the car or in the competition side. So, and even the future of the sport with the charters and all that. So, I mean, those three drivers right there, Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are essential for NASCAR's growth and future.
You think Denny Hamlin, okay, if you're using that as the title, that who's more important to the growth of NASCAR, meaning latching on to a fan base or fan base latching on to NASCAR, Denny Hamlin is up there with Carson Hocevar. I would agree with you with the current NASCAR fans and to the garage that Denny Hamlin is as important. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to yanking in new fans with an influencer that has 15 million people, the Denny Hamlin, to me, doesn't touch that.
Oh, no. No, it's all Carson in that regard. But I'm saying all three drivers' personalities have their benefit to the sport, and it all works. They all collaborate in a way to make it more prosperous.
I would agree with that.
And Crasher, you know what drivers aren't doing now? They realize, maybe it'll pop back up when Carson does something stupid on the track, that drivers of significance have stopped piling on the guy.
We've noticed that a lot in the last, what would you guys say, month? Just 3 or 4 weeks? And I feel like, was it Tommy Baldwin that made a comment on one of the Dirty Mo shows saying, hold on a second, I think I'm coming around. And I feel like it's been ever since then that everybody's like, yeah, Carson's not that big of a deal. And I also felt like it was more team owners than it was drivers getting upset with Carson. And some of the drivers, like even Bubba Wallace, was like, it's all right, we got you, Carson. And yeah, the drivers are now getting a little bit nicer and the owners are shutting up, which is kind of nice. So yeah, the last month has been quite telling. People know that what Carson means to the growth, like you pointed out, of the sport of NASCAR.
Richie, Cody, Cole are part of the younger set. And this is how I treat younger people that get into motorsports and cover the series. I welcome it. I enjoy it. It's something that, again, I've been a proponent of surrounding myself with younger people. And I could give you several names of the people that younger folks, females and males, that cover motorsports that I enjoy because they're speaking truth. This is such an old way. It's truth to power. But those that get underneath that NASCAR paid bubble, you got to be careful because that's when you're going to lose me. Not like it matters if you lose me or not, but it's like Carson Hocevar. If he can stay as independent as he is, as some of the people who cover NASCAR that are younger, that can stay independent, then I'm about it with Carson Hocevar and the younger people who cover the series. Make sense?
Agreed. Yes,
No,
100%.
absolutely.
Because what he's doing, Kyle Larson opened the freaking door when he said, "Yeah, man, we need to shorten these races. 3 hours is too damn long." And then you saw, bam, here we go. Mm-hmm. Kevin Harvick's out there on record. There, we'll show with you coming up in this first hour, and Carson Hocevar that we're going to hit this hour, Freak Nation. It's kind of a tease that he is laying it out there that, frankly, not any other driver than maybe Denny Hamlin to a degree is putting forth opinions that really resonate with a lot of damn people, which is what you want with your sport, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, we saw this also when he was coming up in the truck ranks too. He was very outspoken, very authentically himself, and that's something you need, again, for the growth of the sport.
So we're gonna make this connection, Freak Nation, with the IR28. The new chassis with IndyCar. It's a big damn deal, Freak Nation. We've been waiting on this thing since 2000.
Let's see, 2014.
Keep going. Yeah, that's my whole point.
2021, 2022, 2024.
Keep going.
Okay, finally, 2028.
They're running on a chassis right now that's 14 years old. Yeah. 14 years old. It's called the DW12. Why, Crasher, real quick?
Because it was basically created for safety enhancements after Dan Weldon's death. A lot of things, that's why they call it the Dan Weldon 12. It came out in 2012, yada, yada.
But be careful what you wish for, Freak Nation, when it comes to the IR28 in this new chassis. And Carson Hocevar, we're going to tie all this in. I promise you, freaks. Be sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, Instagram and TikTok. More freaks coming up.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver.
Wow!
Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start your engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race. It's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring.
Hello.
If you want to blend in, keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, it may not matter to you, but last week it was 118 degrees here in Phoenix, and I made damn sure that I had plenty of Lucas Oil products on hand to keep my hot rods cool under this heat. You should do the same. Go to lucasoil.com or your favorite auto parts store today to find your Lucas Oil products to keep inside that engine fat and happy and cool, man. lucasoil.com. Coming up in this first hour on Fox Sports FS2, which, by the way, the second hour continues on Official Speed Freaks. Be sure you subscribe to our Official Speed Freaks YouTube channel to where you can follow the second hour. Both hours on YouTube and, of course, Freak Radio Network and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We're all over there for you, Freak Nation. So be sure you subscribe to our channel, Official Speed Freaks, to catch the full 2 hours. All right. Coming up, we're gonna tie in the IR28. I think we are. The new chassis for the IndyCar series, debuting in the 2028 season. And as of us recording this show, it's a pretty damn big deal, Freak Nation. And one person that sits right in front of these cameras, 3-shot, knows a whole hell of a lot about the IndyCar series that two of us don't. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time on this, Crasher, but the significance of this chassis is not lost on people that have followed IndyCar for a long damn time. NASCAR fans, it's like the next-gen cars and the evolution of and how it separated us, and we love it, we hate it, we want the spoiler, we don't want the splitter, whatever. But can you explain to the Freak Nation the significance of this and where we are with this car, and will we actually see it?
Oh, without question. And this weekend is the first official test. I love that a guy that I used to work with at Pac West Racing, John Orovitz, was able to sneak in on the secret test, which was, I believe, Tuesday of this past week, and sneak a little video. He went under the grandstands and got us a video. Let's go ahead and play that if we can, just to see, hey, this car is on track. We need to be excited about that. We've been wanting it for over 10, 12 years. Yeah. So, yeah, Orovitz. Thank you.
Yeah, play it underneath her.
Okay.
And what I like about this is kind of like TMZ style, where, oh my God, there's the car, man.
The biggest thing about this, though, to me, well, we don't have audio right there, but it's louder. I think a lot of people are commenting, ooh, I like the sound. It's more guttural. Does that mean, like the press release had stated, higher speeds? Potentially. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing about that video is, oh my God, it does exist. Finally. Was it 2014? Was it 2018? Was it 2021, 22, 24? We've been dying for an updated version of the DW12 for IndyCar's next generation of a car, and there it is. It exists. And now this weekend, more testing. One day with Honda, one day with Chevrolet, on an unbadged engine, by the way. Everybody wants to say, who's going to be testing? Is it Honda? Is it Chevy? It's an unbadged engine, Honda with one day, Chevy with the other day.
What does that mean, Crasher? An unbadged engine that people have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
It's an Ilmor, 2.4 twin turbo.
No, but when you say unbadged,
it's not necessarily a Chevy engine. It's not necessarily a Honda engine, or, as some people are very familiar, an Acura engine that has been running in the IMSA Sports Car Series, also 2.4 liter twin turbo V6. I mean, this is not belonging to either company. So each company gets to test with it, and that is beneficial to all parties involved. That's the engine side. The big thing that was released this week was the chassis. And some people think it's not great for IndyCar, but I think a vast majority, from what I've noticed on social media, is that people are really welcoming some of these changes, because bottom line, it is more purpose-built for what we want in as race fans. What we want is speeds. What we want is safety. What the drivers have been screaming about is more air control to cool them off in the cockpits. They're getting that with this car. The cockpits are wider. Okay, there's my Carson Hocevar segue, potentially. They're wider and purposely built for different body types. You don't have to be a tiny jockey to drive these Indy cars anymore, which is very key moving forward. But specifically, just right out of the gate, looking at these cars, the aero screen is not a bolt-on anymore. It is purposely built seamlessly into the car. It tethers back a little bit more across the engine. It just looks better. It's not straight up on the sides like a high-rise building. It's now, it looks like an F-14 cockpit. It looks good. It looks sleek. The front wings, they actually have what look exactly like airplane wingtips. It's purposeful. Again, that's for an aerodynamic advantage, but it's also so that you're not going to have people, as drivers are racing next to each other, the old wingtips that are on the cars currently, they jabbed into tires and boom, you puncture a tire and you're out. This is a more sleek design that possibly won't do that, which I really love. Behind the front wheels, you've got something, I don't know what we're calling it. I call it a slide. It's reminiscent of the old DW12s in which they had these big butts behind the rear tires back in the day. They took those off because people complained how ugly they were, but they served a purpose, and that was an aerodynamic purpose and airflow. So they moved those, which they don't even exist on the car now, but they did take that technology and move it into the front, behind the front tires, and the way that the slimmer side pods and underbody now work and flow, what that's going to do is the air. Okay, what we're looking at right now is a super speedway version. The air is going to come over those front wings, down the slide, through a very sleek side pod, and then boom, up the ramp, over the back rear tires. And guess what? You're going to have less turbulent air. What does that mean? Greater passing. It's a lot of this is just, it's more purposeful built instead of bolt-ons that we've been used to for about a decade. More than a decade. I truly want to believe that this is what fans have been screaming for. It might not look futuristic like you maybe wanted to believe as a fan, but I think the product is going to be what you like. And in the end, that's all that really matters.
Crasher, let me pause this just a second. Matt Damon, when you can get Matt Damon to voice your video for your new car, it's saying something. Here is Matt Damon talking about the new IR28.
This isn't a refresh. It's a reset. Every inch reimagined and redesigned with one goal in mind. Pure speed. Pure performance. City streets, road courses, super speedways. Different tracks with different demands. All with the same mission. Push it harder. New chassis, new gearbox, new hybrid system. Maybe a few new track records. Built with more horsepower, lighter, faster, still a highly engineered beast on wheels. Not just an evolution, a statement. Unmistakably IndyCar, undeniably the fastest racing on Earth.
Damon, thank you. I know, I love that. And you heard different tracks, different dynamics, or what did he say? Different demands. And right as he said that, the front wing changed from the super speedway wing to, or actually I believe it was the street circuit wing to the road course wing, or vice versa. That's, Cody and I were talking pre-show here. There is a weight issue on the center of weight. Is that what you were talking about, Cody? In which it's this car currently, the one that they're driving right now, is more centered towards the back, or less centered, more towards the back. So in order to balance that, from our boy Bozy. Yes. I like this comparison. The current car downstairs below, blue. Future car, 2028, up above. And yes, the weight difference is a little bit more centered. Is that what you were talking about, Cody?
From my naked eye, it just looks like it has more center downforce than the current car.
Which is more stable. Yes. Which is better. But the front wings, what we're seeing right now is super speedway. It's not going to be road course or street circuit, but road course and street circuits have different panels built on top that the current ones are just panels toward the wingtip. Now these panels go all the way into the nose cone, which again forces more air straight up and over the side pods. Again, downforce, speed, let's freaking go.
Cole, should Crash be teaching a course at Purdue or IU on this, my man?
Yes. I'm actually enamored right now. This is great.
I am not an engineer.
IndyCar 101 right here. Everyone should watch this if they're curious about IndyCar. Now, my thing with this whole deal is, as someone who covers motorsports and knows all the technologies and stuff that goes into it, I appreciate the innovations, the designs that make this more aerodynamically sound and just produce a better product. But in the end, like you said, that's all that matters. Is it going to be a better product? Are they going to break track records that they're advertising? First and foremost, are they going to be safe? That's the biggest thing, obviously. Right. But I think that all of this is a moot point if the product is not good. So that's all that I care about personally is the racing going to be good?
True. And that's what fans look at, right? Are you going to give me passes? Are you going to give me speed? Are you going to give me something that I am intrigued to watch from green flag to checkered flag? That's really all that matters. And what we've seen with these designs, the renderings that came out this week, that's still a year and a half away from being on track. So I don't think that there's any rules against them not being changed and tinkered with. That might not be the actual car that you see come St. Pete 2028. There could be, different renderings.
Look, you can have all the testing of one car on the track that you like, but until you get 20 cars on the track and how they react aerodynamically, it's a crapshoot. Mm-hmm. It can look good, sound good. Everything that you were saying sounds awesome, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Yep.
And what Cole was talking about, the significance of just give me good freaking racing, is something that the most popular driver in NASCAR is saying. And some say he's stepping out on a limb. I say, hell no. You get on that freaking limb and you rattle that freaking tree. Carson Hocevar and the significance of the IR28 versus what's going on with NASCAR or what's not going on with NASCAR. Carson Hocevar next. SpeedFreaks, Pistol Control Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start your engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race, it's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, Hall of Famer Kevin Harvick has something to say about the length of these NASCAR Cup races. We're going to get to that coming up this hour. But first, our friends at General Tire will remind you, man, it is hot out there. Make sure you're rolling on a new set of General Tires. Go to GeneralTire.com or check out your local tire dealer for a set of General Tires. Go to GeneralTire.com. Richard C. Suave checking in from Bloomington, Indiana with a not Canadians, Ontario, Calgary. Sorry, man.
There, you got there eventually.
Yeah, Richard C. Suave checking in from Bloomington. Crasher, she's here. Cole Cusimano, yours truly. And let me see your big old beautiful face there, Cody Big Ass Johnson. You recognize that album cover behind you? Move your head. You recognize that?
No.
You recognize the band Queensryche, right?
Oh.
Queensryche?
Silent Lucidity.
But it's not on that album. I'm not going to ask you to name any singles off that
I was
album.
going to say, I don't got a name for you, but
There's
my
only
stepdad
one.
does have it tattooed on his shoulder.
Who does?
Queensryche. My stepdad.
Oh.
Bang.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just
If I'm not mistaken, he was a private chef for them for some time. So.
What the hell? Don't you be dropping that on the show, my man.
That's a nugget. That's a huge nugget.
Jeez, bro.
There's a few more. There's a few more people like Sammy Hagar and whatnot.
What are you doing, man?
Okay.
Enjoy that.
No big deal. It's no big deal.
Your dad was private chef for these people.
Yeah.
Hey, Richie, can you see what my hat represents? Go to a single shot so Richie can see it. Richie, you recognize that logo, right, Richie?
I'm trying to pick it out here. Okay. No, on top of my head. What? It's just rock on? Is it just rock on, baby?
You're overthinking it.
What's the color, Richie?
Rock on, baby.
The fingers need to be wider apart for people to really understand what that logo is.
All right, back to force.
Is it horns up? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you.
Oh my God, I'm stupid.
I'm
on my tiny little screen here.
I understand. It's all right. If you, I would have faith in you if you're sitting across.
Yeah, see, that's like Crouch is doing it kind of like how I think of it, which is you have the horns are more widened out a little bit,
like right behind Cole's shoulder. Yes, the horns are widened out. Yes.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, because like if you did it when you're doing a forks up, you got to make sure those fingers are stretched out, or else you get into something else.
Hey-oo.
Wow.
Speed Freaks.
All right, Freak Nation. Here we go. So the last segment we were talking about the IR28. The new chassis that allegedly was going to debut in the 2028 season of the IndyCar series. And it talked about the aerodynamics and where this chassis will hopefully put IndyCar racing, where you can race. It puts the drive in it puts the race car back in the driver's hands, all right? But Cole brought up a good point where, okay, great, fantastic. But does it just give me good racing? Give me good fast cars to where Indianapolis, speaking of, I just found this out. I thought it was just this last race that there has not been, other than the start of the race, there has not been a green flag pass for the lead in the NASCAR Cup Series. As long as they've been at that track with the latest car?
That's correct. Yep.
Except for lap 1.
So 3 races. 3 races with this current car on the oval configuration. Yeah, not one single green flag pass for the lead. Outside of a restart, I guess.
So no wonder Carson Hocevar, as we call him, grabs the pole and brings that up. And no wonder the guys like him going, bro, we got to figure this out. Because this is on the verge of not collapse. I don't want to be that guy. But we got to figure this out, right?
Yeah. And I mean, to NASCAR's point, the racing really has not been great as a whole historically at the Brickyard.
Right.
But it has not been this glaringly bad, where there's like literally no passing for the lead under green flag conditions.
Right.
So, now something has to get done. Denny brought up some good suggestions during his podcast, but yeah, something's got to get done.
Well, I'm going to put it in your hands, Cole Cusimano, to lead me through. Again, the Carson Hocevar posts are bananas to me because it's like, wow, he's saying this, he's saying that. There was one guy commenting on his Facebook page going, well, I guess someone's going to get called to the NASCAR hauler because of things that he's saying. And I'm going, hopefully he will be called to the hauler and go, keep doing this, man. We understand. Keep doing it.
You're keeping us in the headlines.
Yeah, correct.
And you're bringing up valid points.
And so what are we talking about, Cole Cusimano?
Yeah, so Carson Hocevar was at home after the race at Indianapolis watching an old Talladega race from 2000, and he took notice of, the sport was thriving at this time. He took notice of the broadcast, just everything that went into kind of building up this event at Talladega and the sport itself. So he took to Facebook and Twitter and voiced his opinion on the whole situation, comparing NASCAR in 2000 to 2026. You want to read this?
Go ahead.
Sitting here watching the 2000 Talladega race, it's insane we as a sport produce this product we give to fans and wonder why fans have lost interest. This race is beautiful. The sights, the sounds, the cars, the production, the commentators. It's clear as day why the sport is where it's at and not where it once was. The entertainment value of this race is so much better and so visually more appealing.
Right.
Casual fans want to be entertained. Going back to the IndyCar stuff here. They don't care about aero, engine packages, downforce, drag, tire wear. They truly don't care. They just want to be visually entertained and feel like they're not wasting their time watching something that's not prestigious.
All right.
Hold on. No. This next paragraph is like, holy smokes.
Yeah, take it away.
Crash.
We're on the ventilator and asleep at the wheel, we being NASCAR, of what the real problems are. Back in the day, you can see the innovation year to year of the broadcast quality and them trying to always improve. Now, it's just cutting stuff to improve the bottom line and wondering why people lose interest or are no longer impressed. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, there's let's just say quarterback for San Diego Chargers, Justin Herbert, comes out and says this about the NFL. Or I'm trying to make a comparison with Carson Hocevar is in other sports. A big-time Major League Baseball player comes out and says something about this, about we got to do this, or basketball.
The controversy of the pitch clock for so long.
Yeah, well.
There were players outspoken then.
Yes. This is big.
Huge.
We're on a ventilator, man.
It's a little extreme, honestly.
Okay, great. But he still put it out there without fear of repercussions.
Right. And I think I put from the SpeedFreaks account, we love a self-aware king because it's true. You want someone that's self-aware of what is going on or what is not going on in the sport that's going to better it for the future. But one thing I want to say about this whole situation is that I just don't know what else NASCAR can do. I think they're doing a fine job, especially this last year plus, in trying to get back to relevancy. He mentioned like the product on TV. I think visually, these races look great. We praise Prime, we praise TNT and NBC, all these different networks for the visual they're displaying out there. For a niche sport like NASCAR, you really need to go into detail and have the commentary as to what's going on. He mentioned the casual fans. I agree. I love more nat sound. We love all these different things to bring the viewers into the sport and what's so great about it, but you also need to have that information to tell you what's going on. So,
Richie, I'm going to throw to you, my man. You might be gnawing at the bit to jump in here. I can't tell all the way out there in Bloomington, buddy, but where do you sit on this?
I mean, I want to bring up this idea that Carson Hocevar, I brought this up last week on the show too, which is seemingly out of nowhere, Carson Hocevar is now becoming the single North Star of the entire sport this year.
Yep.
And the fact that he at under 25 years old, or 24 years old, is able to do that is insane. And I can't imagine the pressure that he is under right now in doing that. And I hope he understands how important to the sport he is now becoming in less than a year.
I think he's fully aware, and I think he's embracing it, and I think he's getting the go-ahead from the Steve O'Donnells and the Ben Kennedys, even if they don't like or agree with what Carson Hocevar is saying and or doing. I think they're like, it's okay, because you're keeping us in the headlines, and you're actually bringing up some things that maybe we weren't considering. I think there's a good symbiotic relationship with all of this going on right now.
And I also believe, Crasher, to your point and to Richie's point, again, he's not I don't think he's the anointed one to come out and be the face of NASCAR. I just think he's kind of taken it upon himself.
It's happened organically.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However, there might be some truth to what Crasher is saying, to where if he's not getting, at the very least, if he's not getting popped by anybody inside the C-suites of NASCAR, then he's going to continue on. Mm-hmm. But if someone inside NASCAR is doing the old stop but give me more scenario, then have at it, my man.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're going to judge the importance of where they are as a series. If there's a lot of blowback or a lot of people jumping on the Carson Hocevar bandwagon with this, they're about it, man. They're absolutely about it. And another thing, with Kyle Larson opening up the door when it comes to the length of these races, now Kevin Harvick has something to say, and Carson Hocevar, it's never-ending, Freak Nation. The length of these races, I'm telling you, they're going to change. We'll explain next. Speed Freaks Pits, Luke Soul Studios.
Speed Freaks, motorsports radio redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race, it's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment. It works.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver.
Wow!
Because when it matters most, performance
approaching ludicrous speed
can't be a question. won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Be sure to subscribe to Official Speed Freaks on YouTube, where you can catch the full second hour of the Freak Nation. First hour, of course, is always on Fox Sports FS2. Every Sunday night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Horsepower Hump Days on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Get all your information on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the website speedfreaks.tv. Cole Cusimano, you would want to put a period on our conversation regarding Carson Hocevar, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because Carson, he, again, went into great detail, as we just showed, comparing the 2000s NASCAR to now 2026 and the overall product that was being presented to the fans out there watching at home. And he put videos up on his social media watching a 2000 Talladega race versus the 2026 Talladega race. And I don't know which one we're going to have pulled up first here, but just want to show the viewers at home and listeners at home the differences that he pulled from this. So we'll go with one of them here.
Truck driver.
This, I'll go quiet here for a second. 2000's Talladega race. Just kind of watch and listen real quick.
Okay.
170,000 strong in the stands to watch the 32nd running of the Redstone 500. Following Joe and Awesome Bill lead him down. 43 of the world's best NASCAR drivers. Bring it on. Here Talladega.
Right. So with this old presentation of NASCAR, you're letting the race breathe. I'm talking over it, but listen.
Right.
It's just stock cars racing, started the race. They showed a view from the grandstands of the fans, nice aerial. Just a great presentation of the sport. Now, this was the 2026 version he recorded from Talladega this year. Visually stunning.
National Speedway that this track was modeled after will be right here. But that's just
in the restart zone.
The restart zone at Talladega. Now they approach the start line and the green flag waves. And don't forget what qualifying canceled
there you go.
Yesterday. They haven't
get about a half second of silence of Nat sound hearing these cars rip around Talladega before Clint Boyer started jamming on the microphone again. So I understand what Carson's saying here. You know, letting the race breathe, which I love so much. It's one thing that me and Richie and Cody mentioned with the HBO broadcast, how they kind of play the Nat sounds over the commercial breaks. But the problem here for me with NASCAR and trying to reach out and go back to these days is I think the big appeal back then was getting NASCAR in the mainstream light, which I referenced in the last segment that they're doing a much better job of breaking into again.
Right.
You're seeing Carson Hocevar at the Met Gala. You're seeing the return of NASCAR to the big screen with Days of Thunder 2 that was recently announced. You saw a Rolling Stones collaboration that was recent with NASCAR. So NASCAR's making strides to be like they were back in the heyday of the sport, but there's definitely a glaring, contrast from back in the day to now with the broadcasts.
Broadcast-wise. Huh, interesting.
Well, again, we're beating a dead horse. You got to give me a product on the track.
But in a split second right after the green flag.
I'm not just talking about but that's great. I'm not just talking about the start of the race.
Right,
I'm just talking about give me a product on that racetrack that I'm going to see
that will sell itself.
50 passes for the lead under green at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not one.
Right.
Right?
In the first corner.
No, exactly.
All right.
All right. Is your period there? We good?
Period. Exclamation point.
Carson Hocevar, keep it up, my man. Keep it up. Hey, we talked about this last Sunday night where Kyle Larson was asked about the length of races. And once Kyle Larson chimed in, good, bad, indifferent, depending on where you stand on this, it just seemed to snowball to where more drivers than not were about it, meaning we need to shorten these freaking races. There are some snorkelers that come out and said, we raced 6 hours. I'm going to race 6 hours.
Joey Logano.
Yeah. No, we need shorter races. And
attention spans being the reason.
Yes.
Human attention spans, audience attention spans being the sole reason. Not because we want less product, but because we need to keep an audience.
Here's Kyle Larson and a few other drivers talking about the length of the Cup races.
Well, I'll start off by saying, yes, I agree that a lot of our Cup races are too long. I just think the way that the world has kind of gone, and how people consume sports, I definitely think our races are too long. I think 3 hours is too long. But as far as a nap, I don't know. So it doesn't really bother me, but I agree with what he was saying.
I've said for years I don't think there shouldn't be many races over 400 miles at all, which we've pretty much gotten there. I think, you look at Daytona 500, Southern 500, Coke 600, got to keep all those. It's just part of our history and our sport. But going to Wilkesboro and why we made it a 450-lap race, I think everybody was a bit mind-boggled in the field. I don't know if maybe Joey had fun.
Who's laughing now?
And on and on. Other drivers saying very similar things.
Kevin Harvick was asked about it on Speed on Fox, and he's got a take on how we can shorten the races.
Do you feel like NASCAR should experiment with shortening our races?
At Indy, it took us 12 minutes for a debris caution and 30 minutes to run 2 laps, as Ryan Blaney wrecked right after that. So we ran 2 laps in 30 minutes. Our caution flags take a long time for whatever reason, and 12 minutes for a debris caution seems a little bit excessive. So I think that in the end, I think NASCAR may need to take a look at their procedures and the things that they need to do to speed up those processes as we go through the race to be able to make things happen a little bit quicker, how you open pit road, all those things. I think we could shorten the races by 30, 45 minutes pretty easy just by cleaning things up.
There you go.
With the tower. And, I think that if we can do that, I don't think the races need to be shorter. I think that's one of the things that makes NASCAR racing what it is. But I think that looking at those stage break cautions and the cautions that we do have, they're way too slow.
So yes, he even brought up stage break cautions. Thank you, Kevin. Do away with them.
And Cole, you found this graphic that backs up, frankly, everything that Kevin Harvick says about let's just get through these cautions much quicker.
And that's all it boils down to, because like Kevin Harvick said, part of NASCAR's makeup is the endurance aspect of these races. So there's no need to shorten the race length when you can just limit the break time with the cautions. And there's a pretty staggering graphic I found here from Daniel Cespedes on X. 1/3 of Cup Series racing with the next-gen car going back to 2022 has been run under caution.
Oh, my God.
So the text up top says, roughly 528 hours of Cup racing has happened with the next-gen era, and approximately 32.7% of that time, 172 hours, has been run under caution.
Oh, my God.
That is ridiculous. It is totally unacceptable. And if I'm NASCAR, I am finding a way to fix this issue as soon as possible for 2027. Get this out of the way. Again, you're keeping the makeup of your sport and your series with these long endurance races as far as mileage and 400 or 500 miles, but you're cutting down the race length time-wise with the caution length. So take out the stage breaks, keep the stages, and just shorten that time in cleaning up debris or these single-car spins. It just makes too much sense to not fix this.
Wasted space in motorsports is, fortunately, a concern for all motorsports series. Well, the majority of your bigger motorsports series. Supercross went to 1 day in and out. It used to be 2 days where they would practice to qualify on Friday, and then practice. It just goes to one compact day in the stadiums. The NHRA went from 2.5 to 3 hours in between rounds to 90 minutes, and they're still trying to figure it out. Drag boat racing. Holy smokes. Crash and I would cover drag boat racing. I did for 15 years. It was painful between rounds. It was painful between races. And people would just, you cannot hold people's attention nowadays, especially when you heard it 30-minute caution at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You got to figure this out, man.
Yeah, the larger tracks, even if you don't want to take away, and I hate saying this because I think stage breaks, like we've talked about, the breaks, have the stages, fine. But if they're under green, go through them and then have your people calculate who gets what points. Don't do a caution for stage breaks. But if you're absolutely insistent on that, then on the bigger tracks, like the Indies, like maybe Talladega and Daytona, any road course, figure out your break process to condense it massively. It's got to be shorter.
The technology's out there, man. Yeah. The technology's out there, and the attention span is not for these long-ass freaking races. Right. All right, Freak Nation, second hour continues on Official Speed Freaks on our YouTube channel. Of course, on the Freak Radio Network, it continues. Be sure you follow Speed Freaks at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube for the full second hour of the Freaks. Thank you guys for being a part of this. We continue on. More Speed Freaks Pitch at Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, motorsports radio redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. If you want to blend in, keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
approaching ludicrous speed
can't be a question.
Start! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the Freaks for over 2 decades.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race, it's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Don't care about the history and not in a negative way. Like, for me, this is just another race.
It's a crown jewel. I'm surprised it's even something to talk about. It's Indy.
Has to have a really cool trophy and pay a lot of money.
Oh, Joey! Oh, no! Joey Gross is around.
I definitely think our races are too long. I think 3 hours is too long.
My race car just, went straight up, ended up flying over the guardrail, across the other lane. I flipped 8 times, massive crowd. It was my first time ever crashing anything. Never even had a fender bender.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Lucas Oil Studios and riding on the dope Seppa General Tires, Speed Freaks, Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Richie, Cole, and Cody. Big Johnson. This isn't a show, it's a takeover, no rules, no limits, just speed, smoke, and straight talk. Strap in, Freak Nation! This is Speed Freaks! We already won.
Second Hour of the Freaks continues on the Freak Radio and Podcast Network, and of course at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're there for you, Freak Nation. The website, speedfreaks.tv, which, Richie, I got to remind you, let's put another poll up there that's other than the new horsepower package that we talked about 4 or 5 months ago. Deal?
Okay.
I'll remind you. Freak Nation, yeah, speedfreaks.tv is the website. Make sure you follow us on all the social media handles, including TikTok there, Freak Nation, because you're going to get some insight that you typically don't get from snorkelers that love themselves some NASCAR. Coming up this hour, Greg Anderson, NHRA Pro Stock winner from Seattle. He'll be joining us here in the Freak Nation. Him and Greg Stanfield, a couple of old dudes in the finals, and Stanfield red lights. Greg Anderson, another race win. He'll be joining us this hour. Also, Jasmine Salinas, top fuel pilot. She'll be joining us this hour. We're going to maybe award or maybe not award our General Tires to a Freak Nation member who decided to try and beat the Freaks. That's also coming up. And I want to get to that accident with Joey Gross, the pro stock pilot, who was in the fourth and final qualifying round, just ran through an issue with his car and consequently paid the price. He walked away. He's fine. But we'll show you that video coming up sometime this hour. Crasher, Koku Samano, residential snorkeler of One NASCAR, would like to ask you a question, and I think it's a legitimate question, but not only answer his question, but talk about the first time it was announced that NASCAR was going to run at Indianapolis Motor Speedway and how it was perceived. Hold on a second. Ask the question.
Right. So Richie hit the nail on the head here. I think what makes the Brickyard a crown jewel for NASCAR is the energy, the aura when you walk into that facility. And I think Ryan Preece said as much when he was asked that during the scrum. So I'm curious, what is the energy like at a NASCAR race at Indianapolis? Does it feel electric? Does the community embrace it? Like, do the Hoosiers get hopped up when NASCAR comes to town for a race at IMS?
That's a spectacular question because, yes, in the 90s, Hoosier hospitality was on full force. And, yes, the city got crazed for it. The state got crazed for it. I don't see that from external parts of the city. I see people coming in for it, like coming in from Illinois, coming in from Missouri, coming up from Kentucky or Tennessee. I don't see the hype in the city of Indianapolis like I once did. So, and that it's funny you bring that up because it's something that I'm like, wait a minute, that needs to change, because in all this crown jewel talk this weekend, it's like, well, then make Indy want it more. Indy wants the Indy 500 again. Make Indy want the Brickyard 400 again. We've done that. It's been done in the past. What's it going to take? I don't know. The music was better at the track this weekend. There was a great vibe on race day this morning and even after the race. So more of that. Bring it. I don't know. Clearly, they like their Ferris wheels. Let's bring a Ferris wheel into the infield. Make it something more kid-friendly, even though lots of kids were there. But I think they can do better. I think there's something still missing to make the city get involved again like I believe they should.
So another question for you really quick. So does it feel different from going to like a Phoenix Raceway or a Worldwide Technology Raceway? Is there like a big difference in being there for NASCAR at Indy?
Ooh, that's an excellent question, too. I don't feel or see much of a difference. I actually see more advertising in the city of Phoenix and more advertising around the city of St. Louis for those tracks than I do for the Brickyard. And I think part of that comes from, I think that a lot of people around the Brickyard kind of expect it to sell itself. But I think we're in a new era in which, no, people still need reminders. But yeah, it doesn't feel completely different driving into the track here in Indy versus other tracks.
Surprising.
You know what I'm thinking, Richie? The issue I might have here is just really the relatively newness of stock car racing at that track. The racing blows, but hollowed grounds, yes, for racing and the significance of that track, and actually development of speed and tires and what that track has served. I get all that. But stock car racing, nah. I was thinking about a National Football League team and field that, to me, would get close to hollow grounds. It would be the old Candlestick. And the reason is hollow grounds to me because of the legendary games that were played there. Unfortunately, a lot of them had to do with the Cowboys. And just the significance of where that stadium was positioned off the bay there. And it was cold as F. You never knew what kind of weather was going to blow in. The grass was crap. It was just significant in my 20s and 30s of watching some fantastic freaking games there. So I could hold that stadium up. I've never been to Lambeau, never done the Lambeau Shuffle, never done that. But I can understand it. But it's just the memories of certain sports and how long it's been going on there might be why I'm angling towards such disdain for stock car racing at Indianapolis. Because 94, bruh, how old were you in 94, Cole?
-2.
Exactly, right? So it just doesn't do it for me. It does not do it for me. I've seen how many 400s have I been to, Crasher? 2 or 3 there?
I'm sorry, but I don't remember you coming to one.
Oh, I've been there. Oh, yeah. I've been there for 2.
Okay. Okay. I'll go with that.
When I go through the tunnel at Daytona, that's hallowed grounds. When you go through that tunnel and you're right in the middle of it, that's a great vibe. Just like going through the tunnels at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's a vibe for me. Pomona, maybe for drags, maybe. But I see better racing at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And again, I'll get beat up from some folks.
How many bad Indianapolis 500s have there been?
Well, that's a better question for Crash.
Right?
There've been a few.
Why should the state of the racing matter in terms of the importance of the event itself?
Well, a couple of
how many NBA finals have we watched that were crap?
Garbage.
How many Stanley Cup finals have we watched that are crap?
Garbage.
The product doesn't matter. It's the trophy.
The product
it's the trophy that matters.
That's your opinion.
Picture.
That's a great point.
It's that picture.
That is a good point.
Of Corey Haim kissing the bricks that matters. I don't give a rat's ass if the product is bad or good.
Well, that's you. If I'm going to spend my hard-earned money, I've got to see a race. I got to see an event. I don't want to see Sinner go out there and win 3 sets straight. in school. I need to see a match. Come on.
I mean, it's fair, but it's just the tradition and the history.
You're not going to change our mind. Dude.
I'm not trying to change your mind.
Sucks.
I'm telling you what you guys.
It's horrible.
These young bucks here to my left and my right. It's like the antithesis of get off my lawn guy. I'm the one that should be saying all this.
Listen, hey, we're the ones that NASCAR wants to cater to, right? This demographic.
Yeah.
And we're the ones saying it's a crown jewel. It's worthy of being called that. So, I mean, they're doing something right, I guess.
Are they?
I mean,
the racing sucks.
The racing sucks. But
okay,
like you said,
Kenny,
the payoff is the kiss of the bricks.
Yeah, I think we get it that you're not a fan of the racing product. There were a few exciting moments today, though. You can't see the entire
all those lead changes
under green. Yeah,
I'm
all
not
those
saying that.
all those lead changes 0
restarts. I'm saying restarts, but here's
a restart.
You are right.
Versus and you're up to 230. Sorry, man. Give me
I want to go back on what Cole was
me,
saying and that they're doing something right because, yes, they are.
Put the goddamn bricks at freaking Bristol for night racing. Let them kiss the bricks there.
That doesn't work. No,
Jesus Christ.
Not going to happen. No, but they are doing something right. The Brickyard went through a very low point through, I believe it was the late 2000s, early 2010s. And, yeah, there were maybe 30,000 people there. They were really bad crowds.
Yeah, it was during the tire debacle era. Yeah.
We're back up at the Brickyard now to, oh, yeah, the tire war was horrible. That's right. But we're back up to the 70,000 plus range. And if you think about that, Michigan, just 5 hours north here of Indianapolis, that seats, 50,000? And that's sold out, so it looks good. We're talking 20,000 more than that, and maybe even more at Indianapolis. It just doesn't look good on TV, but they're doing something right if they're selling more tickets and potentially more than last year. So it isn't about the product 100%. It's just not, because you wouldn't continue to sell tickets like this if it was.
Listen, if In-N-Out Burger started to taste like a Big Mac, would you keep going back for the Big Mac just so you could have the wrapper in an In-N-Out Burger wrapper?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
The product has to sell itself. The product doesn't sell at the track. Got a break. More Freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance approaching ludicrous speed can't be a question. Start! Door! Engine! The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the Freaks for over 2 decades.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race. It's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. If you want to blend in, keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation coming up, Jasmine Salinas. She is a badass top fuel pilot. She'll be joining us this hour. Also, our Beat the Freaks results coming up. And we're going to get to that video of Joey Gross and his accident in the Pro Stock car in Seattle coming up. But first, our friends at Lucas Oil remind you, go to lucasoil.com to check out a line of products to get your 2 wheels, your 4 wheels, your speedboat, all on the road, fat and happy. Go to lucasoil.com. Now, Greg Anderson's been coming in here for our 26 years, Freak Nation. He is the GOAT when it comes to pro stock racing. There's nobody better than Greg Anderson. He's in his late 50s, early 60s, I think. I don't know how old the guy. Regardless, he was cracking jokes about being geriatric and so forth. I caught up with him earlier today, man. It's always awesome to get him here with the Freaks. He appreciates the invite every time to join us here at the Freaks. The greatest of all time to do it in his pro stock class, Greg Anderson, now. Well, it's good to get him back in here, Freaks. Greg Anderson, longtime friend of the Freak Nation. We're over 26 years of doing Speed Freaks, and this guy decided to put down the Geritol and decided to join us here in the Freak Nation. NHRA Pro Stock winner Greg Anderson here in the Freak Nation. And you made the joke between you and Greg Stanfield in the finals. That's about 200 years of age, my friend.
That's like the geriatric twins going up there. Good God. They gave us both a shot of Geritol before we got in the car. So do your best there, boys. Try to stay awake.
Hey, Greg, it just seems like every time we talk to you, the questions come up. You know, are you done? You're really just going to move on. But when you start pressing these lights and start winning races again, continue to win races consecutively throughout the years, there's no inspiration to leave this sport, is there?
No, I can't quit yet, Kenny. And you know, the last couple of weeks have been rough on me. I drove like a geriatric guy and got my butt kicked. And I certainly thought over the last week, we stayed down in Sonoma and drank some wine all week. And I certainly thought, you know, is it time yet? But my wife says, no, you idiot, you're going to be fine. Just go to Seattle and get your together. So we did, and somehow I found a way to get a little confidence back. And I got the right person at the right time today, and we got her done, Kenny. It's just, you just never know on these deals. So you never give up. Don't give up. It's these young kids are tough, but keep throwing it at them. And obviously Greg Stanfield, myself, we beat all the kids today. So we're both pretty proud.
A red light start for Greg Stanfield by just 0.08 of a second. He was too early, and Greg Anderson will finish this one with an exclamation point, 650 with an 8 at 211 miles an hour.
You talk about, of course, the tenure that you've been in the NHRA, and you've raced Stanfield a number of times, and you know his tendencies, I would imagine. Is that true? Did you race him differently with that light today?
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, it's, you'd think you'd go up there and you'd race a guy like Greg Stanfield and you say, you know, he's not going to be that 00 guy, or he's not going to be a teen light guy like all these young punks, but he is. The damn guy is doing great. He's found the fountain of youth for sure. So, you know, you got to find a way to dig down and find a way to stay with him. And he went over the edge in the final. He dug down too deep and he got the red light, but he's been doing a hell of a job. He won last week at Sonoma. He damn near swept the Western swing. He, you know, 1 round short of swinging the Western swing. So he's on a roll. He's found the fountain of youth. And, you know, I guess we're both putting a little bit of a scare into these young kids. I don't know that they waste any extra time worrying about us, but guess what? We showed them today. So, you know, one day in a row, and how's that song go? I may not be quite as good as I once was, but I could be good once, or some damn thing like that. So that was Greg and I today. So here we are.
You just brutalized the lyric there, my friend. Greg Anderson, NHRA Pro Stock winner.
I'm not a country guy, Kenny. I'm sorry.
Good. Neither am I. We don't need to talk country in here. Let's don't go there. Look, so it sounds like Greg Stanfield in the finals at Seattle raced you like he wanted to, because he knew he had to leave on Greg Anderson, that top end power that you had. So it sounds like he knows how to race you better than you know how to race him.
Well, it's kind of funny because, Dallas Glenn, he's been having his way with us lately, and he just came to me a little while ago, and he's like, can you believe that Greg Stanfield was that worried about you that he went red in the final? I'm like, now that you bring it up, no, that's kind of shocking. But he did. He obviously thought I could do the job there, and we both respect the hell out of each other. And, it's just, you never know who's going to win these deals, Kenny. And if he'd have won it, he'd have swept the Western Swing. So he's doing a great job. And yeah, we go way back in a lot of years of racing together. And to do it nowadays with all these young cats in the class that are so good, it's a feather in both of our caps. So we're both pretty proud of today.
Greg, is it, in your opinion, I don't care about other drivers' opinion, in your opinion, is it worse to lose on a red or worse to lose by, a thousandth of a second at the top end of the final?
Honestly, Kenny, if you're not trying hard enough, then you're never going to red light. So you can't ever fault a guy for red lighting because he's trying his ass off and he's doing a good job. 99% of the time, you're going to go over the line once in a while. So I'd rather lose that way. I don't seem to have that red light in my playbook these days. I can't get that close to zero anymore. But he can, and he did, and it cost him today. So it's something he's got to worry about. I haven't had to worry about that lately. I'll take my 30-40 up there and throw it up against anybody. If they outrun me and do a better job, they do a better job. So you just don't go over the edge. Don't make that mistake. But you got to try. You got to try as hard as you can every time, Kenny. So you can never fault yourself if you're red by just the slightest amount. If you're red by a whole bunch, then yeah, you screwed up. You just screwed up and you're mad at yourself. If you're close to zero and you just go under the line, you got to just say, you know what, I gave it all I had.
Greg, we talk about motorsports drivers, riders, supercross, motocross, peaking at the right time. And it's typically in the summer or tail end of the summer as you get into playoffs and the chase and all of that, depending on what series you're in. What about you, now that you've done this for well over 2 decades? Is there a time that you need to peak, or is it just, I just hope I can get to the finals every race weekend?
Well, I certainly hope I get to the finals every week, but yes, without a doubt, our playoffs start 2 more races, Kenny, and you can't backslide into the playoffs. You got to be on a roll. You got to be on top of that wave when you get into the playoffs. You're not going to, flip the switch when you get to the playoffs. Say, I'm going to be good now, and come in sucking. You got to come in on a hot streak. You got to come in with confidence. You got to come in with a great car. You got to come in driving well, and then you got a chance in the playoffs. But if you come in limping into the playoffs, forget about it. You're not going to flip the switch. You're not going to just turn it on and be a badass in the playoffs. So yeah, now's time. Now's crunch time. And I told the guys earlier in the press room, we got 2 races till the playoffs, but I consider it's already started. You've got to get in that mode. You got to get your game face on, your playoff face on, and you got to be riding that wave when you come into the playoffs. Because I guess if you look back at history, Kenny, it's been a lot of years since anybody gone into the playoffs outside of the top 2 or 3 has won. Even though there's only 10 points separate them, per position, you got to go in on a wave, on a high wave, and if you can do that, then you got a shot. So I proved today that I'm still alive. I'm still got a shot. And, looking forward to the playoffs, even though they haven't officially started yet. I kind of think it really is. It's time.
This is what we need to do, my man. If you recall, when you won the championship in 2024, it was you and your lovely wife just going tongue to tongue, kissing as you came into our show live. And that dude, Warren Johnson. Oh, my goodness. This is going on right now on the Freak Radio Network.
I am.
Groupie.
Number 1 fan, by the way.
Groupie.
Check my jacket out.
Okay, let me see your jacket. Oh, yes, there it is. Listen, I wouldn't hate it if you do it again. If Pomona winning the championship, you and your beautiful wife go tongue to tongue, all right?
Get a room, you two. Is that what you said? Jeez. Well, I look forward to that, Kenny. I hope I'm still alive when it comes down to Pomona. That's what it's all about.
Anderson, buddy, it's always fantastic, man, all right?
Thank you again, bud. Thank you.
All right, so Greg Anderson is 65 years old and still schooling the young punks in pro stock. Doug Coletta, who got himself another race win. He is 61 and whipping ass in the top fuel class, Crasher.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was in his 60s. Holy moly.
And
all right.
I know this. Reaction is the first thing to go when you get older. It is.
Yeah, I found that really interesting when Greg Anderson said, I'm not getting close to zero anymore. And
yes.
I'm like, whoa. Whoa.
Which, by the way, the round before where he beat Erica Enders, she laid down a 0-0-0 reaction
she had a
time.
perfect reaction time.
But lost. I think the car lost traction or something like that.
Mm. Whoa.
So they're not on the track for 3 hours, and I get all that. They're not running a freaking supercross bike and hitting 6 stories with triples. I understand all that, but reaction time that's what drag racing is. That's what it all is. But these older guys who go out there and continue to kick some ass is just sweet to see, man. It is awesome. All right, this is what we're going to do, Freak Nation. Coming up next, we have a 40-minute interview with Jasmine Salinas. She is running a top fuel car that her dad ran full-time at one time. It's part-time, but she joined us earlier in the week, and we made it part of our Black Flag Confessions where it's just a elongated interview. She has a lot of great insight as someone that still works for her dad at his day job. Going to have that and the accident with Joey Gross coming up. SpeedFreaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
SpeedFreaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start! Door! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race, it's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Listen, were you forced into getting a solar contract and now you just don't want it anymore? Maybe the solar company misled you. Or is your solar contract buried with hidden fees? Are you not saving the amount of money you thought you would on your energy costs? Don't worry. At the Solar Exit Hotline, we can help you cancel your solar contract, even if the panels are already installed. Our experienced legal team will review your contract and help you cancel it, possibly saving you thousands of dollars. You got to call right now for complete details. So listen, if you're not happy with your solar contract for any reason, we are here to help you cancel it. Call the Solar Exit Hotline now for immediate options to help you exit your solar contract. This call is 100% free.
800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. That's 800-798-9512.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Hey, Freak Nation, you looking for some money to spend? Why don't you spend it on Jasmine Salinas as a sponsorship? She's on the rise, man. She's running for Team Scrappers, which, of course, is her old man's team, in the top fuel class with NHRA. Got herself a runner-up in Sonoma last weekend, and it was taken out this weekend again by Doug Coletta. But regardless, we spent some good time with her. Here's a portion of the interview from Black Flag Confessions with Jasmine Salinas.
You hit on something there when you said sometimes he tells me things that I don't want to hear, but I need to hear it. Oh, yes, that we can share those exact same things. And it's funny because our ego in a relationship, whether or not you're working together or you have separate jobs, you don't want to hear some things that are crucial. And when you are together, it's like you got to separate. Like you hear it, you know it's right, but I can't see you right now. Like you're exactly right. And I'm not going to admit to you that you're right. But then I got to, like, at least in my case, I got to walk away for a while and then come back and be like, all right, it's like you said, it's for the business. We got people counting on us. It's for the business. Let's go. So, yeah, it's a lot of real world stuff that you guys are on the road dealing with day in and day out. But like you said, you don't know any different. Your parents did that. So that's wow. It's pretty incredible what you have done. And again, you're still so young. You are inspiring the next generation, which is cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's I think it's also really helps too that, you know, he's my best friend. And, you know, we literally do everything together. And sometimes we'll look over at each other. I was like, are you bored of me? Or like, are you getting tired? And then he's like, no, are you getting tired of me? I was like, no. And we've spent like, you know, like 5 weeks in a row together, literally doing everything. And I think it helps when we have the same shared goal of we love drag racing. We love doing what we do. We love waking up every single day, and to find somebody where you have that shared love and common interest and you just love hanging out with the person, like it makes it so much easier. Like if I didn't like hanging out with him, this would be too much, you know?
Is he in your hotel room right now, by the way?
No, he's so we do get some time apart. He's at the track right now, setting everything up.
So he's not hearing this. Okay,
no,
cool.
No.
Well, do you guys, okay, let's go back to a tiny bit of the shoestring budget conversation. And then you guys as a couple working together and just basically day in and day out together. Do you guys drive or fly to races? Because a little birdie told us that you love Buc-ee's, you love truck stops. And that made me think, oh my goodness, do they not fly to the races? Do they drive together as well?
We will kind of do a mix. We'll try to fly if we can, but like we said, you know, most of our guys are flying. So if the budget's not there and if it's a quick drive, we'll drive to a lot of the races. I think I used to drive to pretty much all of my races when I ran in the Sportsman Series and Top Alcohol Dragster.
Okay.
And so Adam and I would just drive down to all the races, and he's the one that drives the car whenever, and pretty much anytime we're like at home driving, I'm like, I drive already for like on the weekends. That's my job, is to drive. You can drive us everywhere else. But
seriously though, yes.
I'm a passenger princess. I never had like, I don't get to be a passenger princess anymore. I love to be a passenger princess. I just want to sit there, eat my snacks. And my job is to look for all of the gas stations or the stops that we're going to do, find lunch. That is my role. I was like, yes, I will take that on. I love that. But Buc-ee's is a huge place. What is it? Love's gas station. Like we grew up. So we grew up living 2 hours away from school and work because my parents family business is in San Jose, the Bay Area, very expensive at the time. So we had to live 2 hours outside of the city and drive in. So I'm a commuter kid. I've grown up living in cars, like stopping at gas stations. Like that is my thing. Wawas and sheets. Like I have like all my snacks, my lunches. I know everything that like I want for all the places.
Wow. Sheets was in NHRA for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
we need to bring them back.
I know.
Let's talk a little bit of drag racing. And
Well, hold on a second. You're not going to ask her what her go-to snack is when she walks into a Sheetz or a Wawa or a Buc-ee's or a Love?
Listen, a Buc-ee's, you walk in there about $6,000 lighter.
It gets dangerous. I have to give myself like a budget, and I'm like, okay, you got 20 minutes in and out. You got to go.
Yes. Yeah, limited to 12 items.
Are you a beef jerky person though, or a chips, or are you a healthy eater?
I'm a mix. I love a good sparkling water. I'll try to find some fruit, but honestly, Flamin' Hot Cheetos is my like kryptonite. So I'm just always stocking up on that.
4 or 5 years ago at Gainesville, right?
Mm-hmm.
With
Gainesville or Pomona? Was
it Gainesville when the rail came apart?
Gainesville.
Flyover?
Gainesville.
Right?
Yep.
That's listen, you're asked about this all the time. I get it. But run me through it, please. And for those that don't understand what we're talking about, we'll roll some B-roll over this too to show what we're talking about at Gainesville 2021, I think it was, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Run me through what happened with that.
So that was my beginning of my second year racing on Top Alcohol Dragster. And we were in our final round of qualifying in Gainesville. And I was, I think, number one qualifier, and I really wanted to, keep it. And I was still very early and fresh and new and with racing. And that I ended up trying to pedal the race car. I lost traction, so I tried to pedal it and basically had a blow over. My race car just, went straight up, ended up flying over the guardrail, across the other lane. I flipped 8 times. Massive crowd. It was my first time ever crashing anything. Never even had a fender bender. So that was my first crash I'd ever had. And that was a massive learning moment for me for so many different reasons. There was a lot of outside pressure kind of coming from, family and team of trying to be like, do anything you can to keep number one qualifier. And for me as a driver, really learning how to shut out a lot of outside pressures and do what felt comfortable for me was a huge thing. And that was a big lesson that I had to learn. Another one was just the crash, being my first crash and doing it in front of so many people on such a public stage, and it being such a dramatic incident. It really made me question whether or not I belonged out there. I'd had people when I first started racing. I did junior drag racing when I was younger. So I started racing when I was 14 years old. I didn't have the opportunity to travel as much as a lot of other people did. I didn't get to go on the road and compete as much. Our local tracks were still about 4 hours away, Sacramento and Bakersfield. And, like I said, my parents had a family business, and our jobs were, we were supposed to, even as kids, still show up to the family business. And so I didn't have the opportunity to get as much racing experience. And then I went off to college, and then after college, it was kind of then where I kind of got back into racing, but I didn't have a really consistent background in racing like a lot of other people. And so because of that, I really questioned, after this crash, I was like, should I even be out here? Do I have what it takes? And I started listening to a lot of the negative comments of people questioning whether I should or should not be out there. And I kind of used that moment when I had the crash, and, the moment I crawled out of the race car and realized where I was on the track, I was like, damn it. I know what I did wrong, and I know not to do that. And I want to prove to people that I'm a lot better than this. And so we had a family talk after my crash, where my dad and my mom were like, nobody's going to judge you or question you if you walk away from this. A lot of people would never get back in a race car after, if they flipped 8 times. Nobody's going to judge you if you walk away. You can walk away with your, pride, your dignity still. And I was like, no, I need to get back in that car as soon as possible and show people that I'm so much more better than this. And I never got, I hadn't got the chance to show them what I'm capable of. And so that was really a driving factor. And it was such a challenging experience trying to get back in a race car and, I remember we were had my new car built. We were getting my seat poured, trying to do the seat belts. And I started getting these like flashbacks of flipping in the car, and I started panicking. And Richie Crampton, who was building the car for me, he raced Top Fuel Dragster for so many years and so many other classes. And he kind of really helped talk me down because he had been in some crashes as well. And he kind of helped get me in a good mindset of being like, take some deep breaths, you got it, but find your happy place again. Find your happy place and don't associate any fear. And so for me, after I was able to crash and then get back in that race car and continue racing, it really showed me that I'm capable of so much more and I'm a lot stronger. And so looking at that crash now, I'm so grateful that it happened so early on in my career, because I think it really taught me so many things, but especially it really taught me a lot about myself and what I can do. So now anytime there's anything I'm nervous or stressed or scared about, I'm like, hey, you crashed, you got in a race car, continue going. And then you came back the following year and won at the exact same race, the exact same track a year later. So like just accomplishing all of that just really makes me feel, it gives me the confidence, like I can kind of do a lot of things in this world and not be too timid about it.
Again, Freak Nation, the full 40-minute interview up at Official Speed Freaks for Black Flag Confessions, and talking about her crew chief is her boyfriend. Know a little bit about working with your significant other, Crasher, correct? There it is.
Oh, absolutely. Hello.
We
make it work.
A cold smile. There it is. Freak Nation, coming up next, Beat the Freaks. Did we get beat? We'll get to that. Also, Joey Gross's accident, pro stock class. We'll highlight that. And probably get Richard C. Suave's take on Comic-Con in San Diego. It's all coming up. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance approaching ludicrous speed can't be a question. Start! Door! Engine! The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
Sooner or later, you'll own General.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race. It's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
GeneralTire.com, Freak Nation. It is hot out there. Make sure you're rolling on a new set of rubbers, man. GeneralTire.com to check out where you could pick up some General Tires. And coming up in moments, Cole Cusimano, Cody Big Ass Johnson will reveal if we got our ass handed to us by an individual who participated in our Beat the Freaks contest on Instagram at Official Speed Freaks, by the way. So Joey Gross, I wasn't familiar with the guy until he decided to have this accident in the fourth qualifying round. And the guy's okay. Walked away. But it's kind of gnarly. Got to remind yourself that when these pro stocks, I'll need to see this video again to show where the fire hits. But first of all, let's just see this video. Let it play out with the announcing of the crash, and then come back to me, and we'll talk a bit about it.
Oh, Joey, go, no. Joey Gross is around. Upside down and into the wall.
Yeah. Open the door.
The Simpson Safety Safari will roll.
Yeah. I believe the fuel container, Cole Cusimano, is in the front of your pro stock cars. That's hence the explosion. Again, here's the front view of it, and you'll see exactly where it gets squirrely, and he tries to drive through it like every other freaking hardcore racer does. I'll figure it out. Well, guess what? You didn't figure this out. Go ahead, front view.
Oh, Joey, go, no. Joey Gross is around. Upside down and into the wall.
Does that say trust me on the side of the race car?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
There you go, Freak Nation. Again, Joey walked away just fine. I say just fine, but he walked away. So there's your... well, we've had a couple of big accidents today in the show with Jasmine and Joey. It's all right. Mm-hmm. They're good. They're good. Richard C. Suave took some time off. Was there in San Diego with Comic-Con, which originally started out as a comic book convention.
Truth, yeah.
50-something years ago?
50-plus years ago now, yes.
And frankly, it's now just a big pop culture love fest, right?
It is the biggest pop culture convention in the United States, if not the world.
Right. So you're hanging out in San Diego. This is your, what, sixth?
I think this is the sixth time I've gone the last 10 years.
What's the attraction for you to hang out at Comic-Con there, my man?
Because it is the place to be. It is. I find it's so cool to just walk around the biggest convention floor there. We've all been to San Diego. You've seen how big that convention center is. You're talking 100,000 plus people in and around downtown San Diego. Yep. And And I had a great time this weekend, and you're standing in a lot of lines at San Diego Comic-Con, and one of my favorite things to do every year is like just meet people who share your interest. And so I spent so much time this weekend, surprisingly, talking to people about the comic books that I've been reading and loving this year.
How do you seek an individual out? Determines what line you're in that they talk about this comic book or this character?
Yeah, because you're usually in line to see a panel about a certain thing, or you're in line to do something related to that event. And so, yeah, that's always fun for me. It's always cool to go and go and sit on some of the panels that they have and hear people on a dais talk about the things you love. And it's great. And this year it was awesome because I got to meet a couple of the comic book writers and artists who I've been reading over the last years. I've gone back into comic books, and so that was awesome, and they were great people and cool to talk to. And
did you cross-dress this year?
I did not wear any costumes this year. No cosplay.
But isn't that part of it though?
You can cosplay.
Was last year the Ryan Reynolds for you?
Last year was Ken from Barbie. Yeah.
Hey, Richie.
Too many blunders there.
What other Comic-Cons have you been to?
I've been to Phoenix Con.
Been to a couple of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But can we just say that San Diego Comic-Con is hallowed grounds? I mean, that's the Comic-Con.
Ah, yes, it is. I would say it is, yes.
Makes a difference where else you go. Not as good as San Diego.
For the pop culture universe, I'd say it is, yes.
Did you go to the Spaceballs panel by chance?
I did not. It's a hard ticket, man. That was
okay. I know how that process
works. Who was on that panel?
Rick Moranis.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he was there.
He's back, baby.
Josh Gad, the whole original.
Are they
cast,
bringing Spaceballs too?
Yeah, they are.
No,
minus John Candy, obviously.
Yeah.
The whole cast from the old one was there, and the new cast too. It was pretty cool stuff on social media that I saw.
All right. I will give each of you 2 guesses to guess what the first thing that I covered at the San Diego convention back in the mid-'90s. Crash?
But you're talking about a Comic-Con convention?
No, there's an event that I covered there for my news station at the convention center. Yep, I believe it was 1990, 96 or 98.
It had to be the Adult Video Awards, man. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I was actually up for one of the awards. I wasn't covering it, Richie. Anybody have any idea?
96. That's when I was born, so I don't really know it was big back then.
Gaming?
Nope. Well, frankly, it could be some gaming going on.
The Recording Industry of America Association Convention.
Nope.
There could be gaming
Cody?
going on.
No idea?
Not even close.
I was hanging out with all my Republican buddies. It was the Republican National Convention.
Oh, dang.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like a blast.
I should have known that, man.
Bobby Dole with his pencil in his hand. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the year that they, again, when I was working at UPN News 13, I was the entertainment pop culture
there you go.
reporter, and they would send me around prior to the election, they wanted me to hit the Rock the Vote crowd. So I was there representing 20s and 30-somethings and how they reacted to, Bob Dole and so forth at this Republican National Convention. And I remember being set up live one time on the set with Coolio on USC. He and I talked politics.
Coolio. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know if I could write a book and just anybody would really give an S. Because I could write a freaking book, my man.
You got some cool stories.
What time we got? All right. So, Freak Nation, every Thursday, Friday, we give you a chance to give us your picks for the NASCAR Cup Series race. It's called Beat the Freaks, man. Instagram, official SpeedFreaks, where if we pick you and your 3 picks and then you beat us, you get to take home a set of General Tires. Now, I know a number of us had Kyle C. Larson as our pick for this race.
You did not, though.
I didn't pick Kyle?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I did, man.
That's a good thing, though, because Kyle Larson finished dead last.
Can you guys hear Cody?
It might be a good time to hammer out the punishment.
Ah, got it.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah,
do we have a new low set?
I tried. I owe you a freaking, was it Sooners shirt?
Sooners, yep, Sooners
Dang,
shirt.
Man, we just don't pay off bets. That's Richie. He had a chance to wear a freaking Blackhawks thong, and I've never made him wear that damn thing.
Yeah, I refuse to.
All right, so here we go for Beat the Freaks for Pasta Pasquale taking on the Freaks. Let's see it. Wow.
What a crap
Congratulations,
show, bro.
Polanco Pasta. Oh!
That has never happened where there's 3 of us below 50.
This is the worst we've ever done.
So,
oh, my gosh.
I will never be picking Kyle Larson again in 2026. I don't know about you, Richie. But, yeah. It's about it. It's time to stop.
Cole decided to go with his fellow paisano for the win there.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
Pasta
Polanco. Polanco pasta.
Yeah, we need to. I'm with you, Cody. We need to figure that out on our horsepower hump day punishments for below 50. Because that's Crasher's. That's Crasher's third one. Yeah. Dang. Whoa. Kind of a shocker there, Freak Nation.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. Not this weekend, but the next weekend, which is Iowa.
Iowa, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
baby. Fun one.
Hallowed grounds.
Iowa.
Newton, Iowa.
Was this Iowa? Was this heaven?
Mm.
Sorry, backwards. I
Attaboy.
backwards the cliff.
All right, Freak Nation, thank you guys for being a part of this big old thing. Be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Official Speed Freaks, right now. That helps us, and we help you as you help us. Dig it? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or as the kids like to call it, X, and, of course, Facebook. And don't forget Horsepower Hump Day, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, right here at Official Speed Freaks on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. 3, 2, and later.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detailer shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
Freak Nation, get this. General Tire has launched a comprehensive Shield Plus Advantage plan for passenger and light truck tires. What that means for you is when you purchase General Tires, the Shield Plus Advantage plan lets you enjoy a complete package of multiple warranties and coverage to get the most from your tires. The plan applies to all General Tire passenger and light truck tires purchased as replacements in the U.S. and Canada with DOT serial numbers. For more information, hit them up on GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for 2 decades.
The 5th annual Enjoy Illinois 300 is roaring into Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, September 13th, bringing NASCAR Cup Series racing to the most challenging track on tour. Watch the world's greatest drivers battle it out in high-speed, side-by-side action. But it's more than a race, it's a full weekend experience. Whether you're a lifelong NASCAR fan or just looking for an unforgettable gateway getaway, get your tickets now at www.raceway.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Some people, they follow the rules. Here at the Freak Nation, we don't. Go to our YouTube channel at Official Speed Freaks and hit the store link, and you'll be able to own a part of the Freak Nation, from adult to kids tees, freaking hoodies, beanies to styling lids, kicks, and coffee mugs. All carrying Speed Freaks attitude that's been rattling cages for 25 years. This ain't fashion. It's a big old fat middle finger to boring. Hello. You want to blend in? Keep walking. Hit up Speed Freaks YouTube page and bang the store link so you too can own a part of the Freak Nation.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Legacy isn't handed to you. It's earned.
40 years ago, people who chose the best came to General.
Mile by mile. For more than a century, General Tire has done one thing. Deliver. Wow! Because when it matters most, performance
Approaching ludicrous speed.
can't be a question.
Start! Start! Engine!
The road won't always be smooth. And conditions, well, they have a mind of their own. From the trail to the track, General Tire takes you further, wherever you want to go.
For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of the freaks for over 2 decades.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.